Yeah, it's the Rap Radar Podcast. My name is B-Dot.
Elliot Wilson.
Yo, Elliot, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Seeing this man. Success looks good on him. Look at this guy.
Yes, sir.
Conway the Machine.
Yes,
The machine is autonomous today.
Finally, a solo Conway episode, man. The Rap Radar Podcast.
World, man. Thank y'all, man. First and foremost, man. I've been waiting to get my soul, my shine. You know what I mean? For real. Good looking, man. I appreciate it.
Well deserved. I mean, got the new project out. Won't he do it?
Yeah. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? I had to show and prove, man, that, you know, don't marginalize me. Don't marginalize me till I'm out of my moment. You know what I mean?
But it feels like the moment keeps coming back because it's not like you took any time off.
Yeah, this shit don't stop.
Right.
This shit don't stop, man, because, you know, I think one of the things that I think people just gloss over about Griselda is our work ethic. You know what I'm saying? We hard workers. We sleep in the studio. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't stop. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably one of the benefits of you know, having an age. You know what I mean? Being older and having that journey. You know what I'm saying? To get to this point before we actually popped and took off, we able to understand like how important it is to have great work ethic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like that for me, Wes and Benny. Like, you know, we cooking in our sleep. You feel me?
You saying like who else could give you 6 projects like the run you're on right now? Talk about that.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, I mean, it speaks for itself. You know what I mean? The work. I'm just thankful, man. First and foremost, man, because, you know, I ain't even supposed to be sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, niggas could have scored. Niggas could have, you know, shit could have went way different with what happened to me and with me, and just not even with that shooting. I've been in all type of other like real life street things where, you know, I just feel blessed, man. Right. I feel like it's another chance to do something good. That's why I do so much, like, and give so much back to the hood, and, you know, with my Conway Cares charity and the Drum Work Fest and stuff like that. Like, I'm just, you know, showing my gratitude for even having another chance, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Won't he do it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you a man of faith? Because on the Kyle, you said you're not religious, right? But I've noticed like this reoccurring theme throughout your projects. You have like this theme of God. You know, won't he do it? God don't make mistakes. From king to a god. Like, Is that your intention?
Not with the titles. It really came from a place of like, it was some shit I had said in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? When I was, you know, on my road to recovery and getting out of there. Like, right when I was about to get out of there, I remember saying this shit. Like, you know, man, God don't make mistakes. Won't he do it? You know what I'm saying? And when I did the tapes, even back then, it was all like a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? That's how like methodical I am when I do my art. Like, it was a sentence, and I posted it on my gram the other day. Like, you know, I was a reject. You know, I came from the bottom. I was a reject too. You know what I'm saying? Reject too. Look what I became. God don't make mistakes, man. Won't he do it? You know what I mean? It's just like all of, you know, it go into one plot. That was the, you know, really the thinking with the albums why I named them like that. But
so you had the concepts way ahead that you were gonna go like Kanye used to say he had that first couple albums.
Yeah, I got already I'm painting the picture. This shit is like a movie, and you know, with different scenes and different parts of it. You know what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, our movie ain't in yet. You know what I mean? The 3 of us, real talk. For me, Wes and Benny. You know what I'm saying? Them boys doing a bunch of amazing things, and you know, everybody is just like in their own right, just, man, you know, just in their piece, you know what I mean? I finally found mine.
It seems like the show's about to hit the road too. Won't he do it tour? By the time this airs, you'll probably be somewhere
tearing down the
in
stage.
a city near you.
Yeah.
And earlier this year you were overseas though, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Absolute madness, man. It was unreal. I never really felt that type of energy, you know what I mean, before. Like, the fans out there, this is my second time actually touring out there. This time just felt a little crazier.
This was where?
I did like Athens and Italy, I did about 8 shows overseas, about 8 different cities, and it was just like, man, just unreal, like energy. They singing it word for word. They barely know the language. You know what I mean? They buying the merch. They got, stacks of vinyls this tall, signing and taking pictures. And they just really appreciate, real hip hop. They just appreciate the culture, man, and it just reminds you of, what we built. We as in like every MC from the beginning since, this shit first started, man. Like, I think every MC should really, if you've never been overseas, go over there, and it'll give you a better perspective of like, what you contributed to, because they value that shit and they appreciate that shit differently over there. You know what I mean? They don't take it for granted. Like, it's just, man, it's unreal. I could talk about it for days and days.
They banned you in London though, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I think I might have just scared myself out of going.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I had to run, like, nah, man, you good, man. You legal beagle now. You straight.
It's queen. It's queen.
Yeah, you're a businessman now.
But also, what's the drip, though? The Paris in our lifestyle, man. The drip game, Naomi Campbell, man.
Yeah, man.
Things like that.
Shit like that, man. You know? I mean, I'm a handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, man. I just like, with this album and just really everything that I've been doing since God Don't Make Mistakes came out, kind of just been, focused on a level up, like, and just reinventing myself and just
the cover
and just growing.
symbolizes that too,
exactly, and just growing as an artist and as a man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Janique. She stepped in. And really, help pipe this shit up crazy. You know what I'm saying? Having me at, runways in Paris and, having that shit on. And she designed the cover, the art, the whole.
She's your creative director. Right?
Exactly, my creative director. So I just let her, I just like, look, I like what Janique likes.
I like.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I really, piped up. But the main focus was just the level up. Like, I feel like I already made my stamp with, with that sound that people love me and us for, as in Griselda. Like, I already made my stamp. Like, I got, since Reject 2, I mean, we got about 10 Hitlers. Hitler part 1 through 10. We got, you know what I'm saying, all the Tanner talks, all the, the big ghost shits, the Alchemist shit. I mean, what more I gotta prove? Y'all know I'm the motherfucking nigga that made this shit attractive again. Y'all niggas eating Lunchable, eating the kids' snacks and shit in the projects. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas that's getting a prayer, y'all niggas be putting on y'all lists and shit now. Them niggas was eating Lunchables. Before Griselda, they was eating Lunchables, bro. Right or wrong, shots. Them niggas was on their dick, man. You feel me? Them niggas was invisible, man. Me and West, man, Benny, we came through. He made this shit look good again, man.
Because you were saying, like, you felt like you was like, everybody's jocking the sound, the orange of the Griselda sound. You kind of wanted to go away from it, but this album, you went back to the essence, but then still expanded the sound further.
Yeah, because I was bored. Just like I said, man, I feel like I already made my stamp with that lane. You know what I'm saying? And again, I be joking around and just, fucking with niggas when I be talking shit like that, man. It is what it is. Because I understand, like, we all was inspired by something. And if you ain't inspiring in this, then who are you? What's your value? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was inspired by, Wu-Tang Clan. You feel me? Ray and Ghost and them niggas. Like, I wanted to shit. I was rapping on them niggas type beats and going in they lane, dressing like Method Man and them niggas, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm gonna take, because I had braids and shit back then. Like, I was wearing half my hair unbraided, half of it braided, like on some Method Man shit. My you know what I'm saying? My Helly Hansen jacket inside out. You know what I mean? I had one leg up, nigga, some Wallabies, two-tone, shit like that. Like, we always inspired, so I don't. It's kind of unfair to be like, oh man, y'all niggas took our shit and ran with it. Like, I look at it like a plus for us. Like, man, we really, it's impact, man. People really love what we bring, to the point of where, like, on some like Steph Curry shit. Like he didn't invent the 3-point shot, but he made that shit attractive again. And now everybody, you know, at every level of basketball is chucking threes from the logo. You know what I'm saying?
But always you talk about the context of it. I thought it was cool at quarters. Like you ran clips of like Combat Jack and things that was said earlier about you guys, Clark Kent. Like, why was it important to include that on the song?
Because I want, you know, these is the type of people who opinions and stuff that matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes I see comments and I see, you know, you get hecklers. Shit, LeBron James get hecklers. You know what I'm saying? So you get people, you know, oh man, it ain't, you know, this album weak, this that. Like, you know, I really don't care what nobody think, but certain people who understand me. Like, you know, I joke around and tell the homies like, man, if these niggas ain't sell crack in the 90s, they ain't gonna, my music ain't for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't gonna relate to me. But somebody like, you know, Clark Kent, you know what I'm saying? And this is early Griselda, you know what I mean? We first was coming through, like, Clark Kent was one of the first people that was really like, yo, these dudes out of Buffalo is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Combat Jack, my man Reg and A King, you know what I mean? Like, word rest in peace, Reg. Like, they was definitely very instrumental in that too. My man Carlos, Classic Material. There's several other people, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Hovain, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my brother Hovain, man. There's a lot of people. It's like people like that opinion matter. Like, it mean more to me if Raekwon told me, you know what I mean? Like, he told me, like, yo, nah, nigga, I'm passing that to y'all them niggas. Y'all them niggas. Then a comment on a gram from a fake page with 2 posts. Like, I ain't tripping off that shit. You feel me?
Right.
So it was important to highlight that and just to give them boys they flowers. That was my way of giving them they flowers too. Clark Kent and my man Reg, like, you know, them was the first 2 that made me feel, and as well as, you know, y'all. Like, I remember being
the second wave.
I remember vividly being at, I think we had a show at like SOBs or something, and you was there. I met you for the first time, and that was 2015 or some shit like that. So like, you know, it's people, that's the opinions and shit that matter to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give flowers to them 2 dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but you definitely wrestle with credit, right? Like even on Brick Fair, you talk about like how you don't get credit for being the god, but then on the last project, on So Much More, you talk about how you hope you never get the credit.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you feel like you struggle with that duality?
I do, because it's really, you know, both sides of the coin for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I deserve, but that ain't for me to dictate. That's for the fan. That's for the, you know, the people like y'all that determine that. You know, I look at it like a nigga like, you know, Shaq was upset he didn't get an MVP and Dirk Nowitzki got it, or Steve Nash got it. You feel me? Like, of course he's gonna be upset, but it's like, that don't mean I don't love the league, or I don't love Steve Nash, or I don't love, you know, the voter or whoever, you know, that you know, I'm not taking it that personal to where I'm ready to like just, fuck it, I can't win if I lose. I retire, I'm done.
Right.
Like, it ain't that, but of course, because when you work so hard at your craft, like I strive to be the best, you know what I'm saying? So like, if I'm not mentioned up there, like, I feel like, damn, what I did wrong, or what could I have done to get that, or what can I be doing to make sure I get that next time? Shit like that, like, you know what I mean? So I just look at it from a sports point of view. And then on the other hand, like you said, like, I feel like, you know, if I'm already at that pinnacle, I'm already at that place of like, all right, this the best, you the best, man. Is it. It's like what a nigga got to strive for. You feel me? So it's like, you know, I be needing little challenges and shit, and it's almost like I don't know if y'all seen The Last Dance, Jordan shit. Sometimes I just make narratives and challenges and shit in my head and shit just so it make me go crazier in the booth. Like,
but you all have that gun.
Man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
It's best like you all have that gun, Benny. You like, what do you think that is? Like, you all have that kind of like that competitive.
We just
fire.
work hard and we just want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like nothing wrong with that. No matter who the artist is or whatever, you should want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I had a burger joint on the corner. I want people to be like, yo, it's Conway spot and they got the best burgers in New York City. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? it's just me, like how I always been. I wanted to be the best dressed in school. I wanted to be on honor roll. I wanted the highest average. I just wanted to be the best. I wanted to win the talent shows. I wanted to win. That's why I won every battle I've ever been in and all that type of stuff. It's like, I just want to win. I don't want to just win. I want to be the best. You know what I'm saying?
You always had
I really
that?
want that.
Like as a kid, did you have that?
Always, as a kid, everything. I just was a young knucklehead that just was easily distracted and, you know, with temptations in the hood and shit, and, you know, and then not just being so young and not really recognizing my greatness, like my potential, you know what I mean? That's why I'm thankful for some of the OGs in the hood that I had, you know what I'm saying? To kind of like, yo, bro, you know, show me and assure me, like, man, you bro, you got something here, bro. If you really, you know, get in your bag. Like, shout out my bro Spoons. You know, I'm always give my bro Spoons his flowers in the hood, because, you know, he was, you know, in the streets doing his thing, but he'd take his street money and shit and go be buying like studio equipment and shit, and didn't know nothing about recording or how to play an instrument or make a beat or anything, and really like went to school and classes and bought all that stuff just for me, like for us, the homies in the hood that was, you know, getting busy. He didn't have to do that, but he was just showing us like, yo, bro, y'all, it's a lot of, y'all can, man, take it there. You feel me? So it always been in me like that, man. Like, I just want to be the best, dog. I just want to be talked about in that lane, in that bracket, because I feel like I put enough of the work in, man. I feel like I'm a hard worker. I'm serious about my craft, and I'm nice. Like, I feel like I'm nicer than niggas. Right. There ain't so many people out there, dog, that can fuck with me. I was just joking with Hov, like, sent him some shit like, man, niggas can't fuck with me. I mean, besides you. I texted the second text, I was like, nah, man. Like, yeah, don't leave me, you know what I mean? But I'm just like that. It's just my spirit, man. Yeah. Fuck that. I don't want to be that nigga. I want to be that top dog, man.
You talk about JayZ on Monogram, one of the highlights on the album, and there's a lyric where you say, like, he asked you about Drum Work Fest, and he asked you, do you own it?
Right.
Do you understand what he meant by that question initially?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. Like, and, you know, I appreciate that it just, honestly, it really just showed me, like, why he is what he is, and he, you know, like at the level he at, because that's really how you need to be thinking when you starting something and doing something and creating something. No matter what it is, you should own it, or at least the biggest piece of it, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that first thing, that was the first question, like, yo, man, I'm trying to, you know, I got this, I'm about to do year 2. You know what I'm saying? You own it? You know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of, you know.
And what was your response?
Yes. I'm making quiet noise out here, man. You feel me?
But it's got to bug you out, because you guys have built like a solid connection now, like a solid friendship. Remember that first clip of when you did the show in LA, and you had an emotional moment, and you could just see, you know, you guys connected, and now you've built this strong rapport with him.
Me and Hov?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, you know, I just appreciate good people. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? I just try to give people their flowers and their respect, and acknowledge them for being a great person. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I have no business with Hov. Like, we ain't got nothing. There's no incentive for the love he been showing me. You know what I mean? That just tell me a lot. And, you know, I just fuck with bro. Like, you know, I got love for bro.
Yeah. Another person from that camp too, you give flowers to, is Kanye West on the album.
Right.
You even have a song dedicated to Kanye. Why did you do that?
Same reason, you know, just acknowledging, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was no incentive for the love, the type of love them dudes showed me, bro. I'm just one of them type of dudes, man, where I, like, you know, my brothers is all in here. They'll tell you, like, the type of person I am, dog. I try to reciprocate the love as much as possible, and I don't like asking for favors and shit like that. We don't talk every day and shit like that, but I just want to make it clear, you know what I mean, to the world, to everybody, to whoever listening, like, nigga, that's my man, straight up.
What was it like going from bagging up work to the college dropout to recording at his ranch? What was that experience like?
A dream come true. A dream come true, man. And, you know, just, you know, damn, man, won't he do it? Like, life sometimes is funny like that, man. You go full circle, man. You know what I'm saying? You go from, like I said, like bagging up in the spot to listening to college dropout to, you know, working on music and shit at his house. It's like, you know, God is the greatest, man.
What's he like in person? I don't think I've met Kanye, but like, what are the conversations like with him?
Man, it's a good dude. He's very outspoken.
You don't say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, what y'all see in the media ain't shit.
Right.
Like, nigga, in the room, he, you know, he got so much idea. I've never seen nobody with this many, like, ideas and shit, and it ain't like, it's not influenced by nothing, no drugs and none of that shit. It's like, he just be silly and jump up, yo, we should, it'd be like, he just real with those ideas. He just gifted, man, and you get a lot of jewels and shit just kicking it and being around Ye, and just watching him create is just like, it's a real treat. Like, damn, dog, this dude is a genius. You feel me? A genius, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know if he want me to, I mean, it ain't no big deal. So I was at the ranch one time and I was playing him God Don't Make Mistakes before I had dropped it, before it came out and shit. I was just like the records I collected for it. And the record Stress came on. You know what I'm saying? You know, that third verse, I talk about how, you know, how I was on that bottle, you know what I mean? I was drinking my, you know, sipping, I'm getting nice, you know what I mean? Every day and shit. And how to, you know, I'm just giving my perspective of what I'm dealing with that. And he heard that shit and he didn't say nothing, you know? He just got up and walked out the room. Like, I'm like, he must say, what, feeling that shit, you know what I mean? And nigga came back and gave me like a autographed Alcohol Anonymous book. I'm like, yeah, read that, dog. I love that record, that shit. I felt that, you know what I mean? And we had a whole different conversation that I don't want to share, but it's just stuff like that. It just be like, bro, you ain't have, why, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just different, man. I guess because I'm older, and, you know, I never had nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, to be the guy to receive is just, you know, like, man, dog, why you doing that? Why you showing me that love? Like, why you have me coming out here to be on the album? You know what I'm saying? I barely got, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 followers. Like, I ain't on the radio or the club or none of that. Like, dog, you saw that in me? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And I just reciprocate the love, you know what I mean, to answer that question.
It's the gratitude.
Exactly. Right. I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think about like those moments in your life and going back to like God Don't Make Mistakes. You said that the story of your life got wild chapters, right?
Right.
Like, what have been some of the most memorable?
Shit like that. You know what I mean? Going to the ranch, you know, performing my shit in front of, you know, at that time was the biggest crowd at the Novel in LA. And, you know, breaking down on having that moment, you know, where I just broke down thinking about Shane Gun, you know, performing the Cow it always been it was a tough record recording it. I cried recording it, you know what I'm saying, at Derringer House. I cry every time I'm down there, I perform it. And having that moment and then looking up and just meeting Hov for the first time at that moment and shit is like, no, that's another moment, you know what I'm saying? Having that shit on in Paris, sitting next to the beautiful Naomi Campbell. You know what I mean? That's another moment.
Was she familiar with you? Maybe.
I think when she smelled that cologne I had on, she knew I was somebody.
Oh, was that moment at the Rock Nation brunch where you met Beyonce?
Oh yeah, nah, Rihanna too.
Right.
That was the one. That right there too. Yeah, that was a moment right there. And I had that shit on again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, best dressed at the Rock brunch. You know, who would have thought, man?
What's the song? You got a song out where you say you don't even put the drip on the gram anymore because cats are trying to
Yeah,
fight.
I had to stop that shit, Elliot, man. You know what I mean? I done caught a few of these rap niggas like, yeah, with the fire emojis. Yeah, you got that shit on, twin. Next thing you know, I see these niggas with the, you know, with the same shit on, another color, or some of these niggas is bold. It'll be the same color, sneaker, everything. Like, damn, man, I'm just, you know, I'm the guy from Buffalo, man, rapping over drumless samples. Y'all want to, you know, why y'all want to bother me?
Right. Want to dress like Conway? Who
would ever thought? You know what I mean? I'll be taking pictures with Rihanna and them and having that shit on, man.
Yeah.
I never was a bum. You know, shit, I have a illustrious career in the streets. You feel me? I never looked chips. That's a fact. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing new.
Little ropes.
Yeah. No, big shits.
There you go. There you go.
You gave a real accurate depiction of Buffalo in that documentary for Rick James. I was surprised to see you there too.
Oh, yeah,
man.
you saw that, huh?
Yeah, of course I did, man.
Yeah, man.
I saw it. I was like, oh, wait, that's Conway. And you was talking about Buffalo.
Yeah.
That
was dope for me too, man. Even because, you know, I'm so inspired by Rick James. You know, Rick James is, to me, one of the, like, you know, the greatest, you know, musicians to ever live and create. He's just an innovator, a trailblazer, and an icon. And he's from Buffalo. You know what I mean? So it's like,
repped it, right? Repped it too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He repped it. He definitely repped it big time. He buried it. He got buried in Buffalo and all that. Yep.
It's a ghetto for real,
So
man.
somebody said that Buffalo's like the most second most segregated city in America.
It is. It is. Like, you know, everybody stay where they be. You know what I mean? Like, white people stay over there, black people stay over here, Spanish niggas, different ethnicities stay over there, and so on and so forth. Like, it's crazy. The racial dynamic and everything is like is so profound in Buffalo. It's just like, you know, you'd be amazed. You know what I mean? You know, to come from Buffalo and no matter what it is you do and you into, if you make it out of there, man, you know, that's applaudable in itself. You know what I mean? I think that's why so many people from the city is proud of us and how we made it and did it, because, you know, it's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, a lack of support, the segregating, like the racist bullshit and all that shit, man. You know, and it's difficult racism because, you know, they ain't about to just you know, walk past you and be like, get out of my way, nigger. You know what I mean? They gonna smile in your face. You think we was good, but though you know, they gonna get caught in a text message or something with a racial slur. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I didn't know you felt like that.
Yeah.
It's like hidden racism, but blatant, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And that's I feel like that's kind of a little more difficult to deal with. Cause I'd rather a motherfucker tell me he don't like me. At least I know I'm just stay away from that nigga.
Right.
You feel me? Rather than, you know, thinking that you fuck with me and you really the whole time think the worst of me. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's tough to deal with. And just, you know, being poor. We also like the second or third poorest city in America. So you got that on top of that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's tough. It created an environment in the streets that's crazy. Like, you know, with the street shit.
But you love the city though. You gave back 200,000 during COVID, giving out backpacks and things like that for the residents.
Yeah, you know, all that. The Drumwork Fest this year is dedicated, and you know, we doing it and paying homage and dedicating it to the, you know, the victims of the mass shooting at the supermarket that happened last year. Some more racist bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's the type of city where a white guy could just, you know, pull up to the only supermarket in a black, you know, predominantly black neighborhood. It's the only supermarket around in that area, you know what I'm saying? In full camouflage and body armor, and just go in here and just shoot a bunch of, you know, people, mothers and grandmothers and fathers and shit. It devastated the city, and you know, we still fucked up about it. You know what I mean? So, you know, the Drum Work Fest is just, you know, I'm just trying to just put a smile on faces and just like, you know, remove that black cloud and that stigma of like, yo, man, we can't make it out, man. This shit is it's ugly as now. You know what I mean? It's because it's a beautiful city with beautiful people.
Right.
You know, and I just love the city, and I just always want to highlight it and represent it to the fullest.
Right.
And I'm proud to be from Buffalo.
Right. You mentioned your homie Spoon, right? Like how he supported you growing up and things like that. And on the Kanye track, you said like your dreams were very lofty and that your friends didn't believe in you, right? So what were some of those dreams that you thought that you wanted to aspire? What did those look like?
The shit I'm doing now, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had the belief and the outpouring of support that I got now early on coming up doing this shit. You know how they, like I said in the next line, like even like some family will project their fears on you and superstitions.
Mm-hmm.
That's profound. I feel like in the, you know, in the hoods and in the, you know, the black communities, like too often we talk somebody off a ledge with our own fear of flying. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't think I can do it don't mean I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I've experienced that. I'm sure I'm not the only person that experienced that, and you know, had to just keep. You got to just keep it pushing and just not care what nobody think, man. And give them something to talk about. Shit, they even talked about Jesus, how it goes.
But you just want to sell cocaine, man.
That's why. That's why I just wanted to sell cocaine forever. Nobody criticized me for that except for, you know, the nosy old ladies and the motherfucker Jimmy Reese and them niggas. Johnny Walker and Jimmy Reese and them niggas.
Word. But outside of Griselda, you mentioned like Drum Work Fest, right? You got Drum Works. That's the actual label. Can you explain?
Music, yeah.
There you go, Drum Work Music. Can you talk about that label and the artists that you spearheading on it?
Yeah, man, it's drum work. When I did that and started that, for me, like I was, you know, saying earlier, I was, you know, partly kidding around about it, but it's true. I was getting bored, you know what I'm saying? And I was just dealing with, I was bored and I was dealing with a lot of, I don't know the word for it. I'm gonna just say like, just negative bullshit and mentally and stuff, you know, and it just came from like a lot of different dysfunctions, you know, in the inner circle that, you know, I already kind of got in trouble for speaking on and talking about and shit, like, you know what I mean? And it just put me in a place of depression and just like solitude where I just didn't even want to be bothered, and I just wanted to shut down everything, you know. I don't know, I feel like I just needed a new challenge. So I just, you know, with the Drum Work label, for me, I look at it as just another challenge now. And that's why I got this new energy, is to prove that, you know what I mean, this drum work shit can be a giant in this shit, like a CMG, like a QC, like, you know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a Griselda. You know what I mean? Like, and it's the challenge for me to see if I can just take, you know, J Skis, Goose, by the way, Shots, SK, you know what I mean, Unique and them niggas. Like, you know, I'm proving to myself that I can do it. So it's like just a challenge, you know what I mean? That, like I was saying earlier, like on some Jordan shit, like, you know what I mean? His challenge was to come back and three-peat again. Like, can I do that shit again? And that's what made him come back out of that first, you know, retirement. That was his challenge. You know, Phil Jackson challenged him. That's my challenge. That's what kind of made me come back. And, you know, because I already had the obligation to drop the God Don't Make Mistakes, the Shady album. But had it not been for that, it would have been a longer hiatus between my last album and this album. Because I was in a fucked up space, man. I was after From King to a God, and, you know, that was around when I, you know, met Hove at Ellen the Novel, and I'm working with Ye, I'm working with Diddy, I'm having a, you know, enjoying myself that's kind of when shit kind of start spiraling downhill. And, you know, I just realized that, you know, I got some healing to do and some finding myself to do. And, you know, I'm finally getting there now and getting to a place of peace and shit. A lot of that is working with, you know, having these boys around, man. They inspire, you know, that new wave, like watching Skis, you know, cook up, you know, album after album so quick and spit like how he's spitting and doing what they doing, and you know how these boys just, you know, look up to me and count on me to like, you know, man, bro, nah, you that dude, bro, you T, like get out of that space, bro. You gotta get out. That's why I'm even here doing these interviews and shit. I hate interviews. I hate shooting videos. I hate all that shit. Like I hate kind of the camera, and like I think that came with after I got shot. I just was always wanted to be the guy that was in the cut, like in the room, like, you know, I'll be in the corner or something back there, like, yo, shit, where Machine at? Oh, all right, you good, bro?
Yeah.
Like I was always on that, and I think that's just a result of, you know, when I got shot.
Right. You even went to Denver to clear your head to process to put this out together,
what I
right?
did, yeah.
Why you picked Denver of all places?
When we was on that tour, the one that we met Hov, I'm not sure if it was that tour or another tour before that we did, but both times we did Denver. My manager Chad, you know, like I said, I'm always trying to work and get shit, you know, get in the studio even in other cities and shit. I like going to eat different restaurants and foods in these cities, and I like to record in different cities because it's a different energy. And I'm like, yo, find me a studio. I didn't want to go cook. And he found this lab. It's actually called The Lab, the studio. It's like an old like mechanic's garage or some shit that they renovated and turned into a studio. It was like in a cut behind like a gas station. And you wouldn't even know it's there if you were right. We rode past it 10 times looking at the navigation. Like, you know what I mean? It's in a cut like that. And I like that part of it. And, you know, the engineer was fire. Shout out my boy Rocky. I just, for some reason, was in a good space, dog. I was knocking out 5, 6 songs, 8, 9 songs. Like, I was just going crazy. We did a tape. Me and Goose did a tape in a day.
Wow.
Out there. Like, and I just recorded so much music out there. And that's what kind of gave birth to the Won't He Do It shit. Just me getting back my peace of mind. Like, I was out there by myself, man. Just, you know, well, you know, me and my pistol.
Little friend.
Me and my girlfriend.
But I was out there and I was going to the studio from shit, sun up to sundown. You feel me? And just locked in. And I just found like a space that I hadn't been in since I was like recording at Derringer House before, you know, working on, you know, Hitler 2, Reject 2 and shit like that. Like, I got back in that bag. And shit, that's how the Won't He Do It birthed. I just kind of took like some of the joints that made the most sense, the 14 shits that made the most sense, and, you know, painted that picture.
Right. You don't write anything down either, right?
Some of the stuff I wrote down. You know, I got back into that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I credit that, honestly, to going out there and watching how Ye worked and watching how Diddy worked. And seeing how important it is to kind of like take your time and just make music. We just making music. So it's like I'm in a room watching Dr. Dre work. And I'm just in a room with just creatives. You know what I'm saying? Of course, nobody's writing for me or none of that shit, but we just bouncing around ideas. And, you know, you got the dude on the piano. That's how like the Kanye record where the dude on the organ, my man Rod on the organ, and Drea singing and shit like that. It's just, I wanted to tap into that band, just make music and not just get a batch of beats emailed to me and go in the booth. And, you know, I already showed that I can make, you know, what people would call, fans would make say it was a classic in a day. Like, we done did that. We did Hall and Nash in a day. You know what I'm saying? We did some of them Hitlers in a day. West wasn't lying about that shit. Like, we recorded them shits in a day. What was Shane Gun do? I want to say it was maybe 2 days. I'm talking about made the beat from scratch, Derringer. And while we writing or crafting, like we still writing. We just think of it in our head until we memorize it, then go in the booth and say it. You know what I'm saying? But to answer your question, some of this shit I definitely picked up my phone because I was inspired by watching them how they cooked, and it was like let me think these bars out a little more instead of just saying whatever the first shit come to my head.
Right.
Do you have a favorite verse off the album?
The Kanye verse and the Won't He Do It, the title track verse.
I'm always told
And
me to
that
reach
twin
for the
cross
stars.
twin is different. That twin cross twin is different. I impressed myself on there like, God damn, I'm in that bag. But, you know, that shit I was saying, them first couple bars of that Won't He Do It song at the end, and like got a bunch of shit on my mind lately. Got so much good in my heart. It's like, why hate me? Go out my way for these niggas, they still violate me. Then go on the internet, sneak dissing and subtweeting, entitlement and jealousy when they see my funds increasing. Mad because they fucked up they bag when they was eating, taking their frustrations out on me. I'm like, what's the reason? Like, shit like that is when I'm really spilling my heart in that booth. Like, I'm really, it's church. That stuff ain't no writing. It just pour out of me. You feel me? But that Kanye, I definitely wrote like you know what I'm saying? When you die, what you gonna leave your kids? Some sneakers and belts. Acho, you wildin' like Marcellus. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna be on my sports show shit, and you know that, you speak for yourself. You know, they had the show Emmanuel Acho and Marcellus Wiley. You know what I mean? Like Acho, you wildin' like Marcellus. You speak for yourself and all that. I can only get in that bag when I take my time with it and write. You know what I mean? I'm getting too old for this shit. You know what I mean?
Another sports figure that made an album, Shannon Sharp. He's on The Chosen.
Yeah, yo, shout out Unc, man. You know I had to have Unc a part of this shit.
Yeah. Do you know if he heard the record yet? Or
I doubt it.
It'll get to.
Yeah, hopefully it get to him. I was down in Florida. Actually, I was working on so I'm doing a full album with Justice League. It's already done. It's just they putting the sprinkles and the cherries and shit on top of it, but it's already done. I already rapped on it, and you know we just getting some features sent in, and you know they doing their last minute little shit to it. But anyway, I recorded that song was gonna be on the Justice League tape.
Okay.
But I just made a little adjustment, like, nah, this shit too fire.
Executive decision.
Yeah. So we recorded that in Miami and with Justice League. I'm on that type of time now to where I want to be in the studio with the producer, all of them, and create and bounce ideas. Let's add this at the end of that song. You know what, Conway? Think of something apart right here. You know what I mean? Like some shit I might not have thought of. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on like letting people get their shit off. Like I don't know everything. I don't want to be in the room if I'm the smartest dude in the room.
Right.
Or I'm the richest dude in the room. Let's all eat. Let's all create. And let's all have input. Cause I might have missed something. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have missed the Water to Wine record had I not had Goose with me in Denver. You know what I'm saying? That was a batch of beats my homie E. Jones sent. You know, Goose he found the beat. Like I fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm high, I'm on shrooms and all type of shit. I done doze off. This nigga Goose, I wake up and Goose got his verse and hook and everything to that beat.
He went in.
You see what I'm saying? And like help guide me with my verse, like gave me a direction. You know what I'm saying? And if he wasn't there, I wouldn't have had that raw ass record. You feel me?
Right. And you're also working with 38 Spesh. I heard you guys got an album on the way, Special Machinery.
Yeah, we did. So I recorded some, bunch of verses and shit over at Spesh Spot. This was, a while ago or whatever. But yeah, we got some shit together.
That's coming this year too. He said like summer, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up to him. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I guess this summer then. It's up to the dog, but not a special ill nigga. You know what I'm saying? And got my full support. So,
Right.
And it's gonna be special. You know what I mean?
It was
No
dope
pun
hearing
intended.
It was dope hearing you and Ransom on the joint on the album.
Exactly. Like I wanted to. Me and Ransom, we have been kind of like chopped it up and shit. I ran into him a couple times, and we both had acknowledgement for, what we both do well, you know what I'm saying? And it just was love and shit. And we always just had plans, yo, man, we gotta do some shit. Like, nah, facts. But I had gotten to that space, you know what I mean? And then even had writer's blocks and shit too. So once I got out of there and I recorded that stabbed out shit, my part in Denver. And I'm like, yo, I got something. Yo, Ran, what you just listen to it, you know what I mean? Nigga sent that shit back like the next morning. You know what I'm saying?
First was hard.
Yeah. Stabbed out in Flesh of My Flesh was meant to be like like one song connected. And same thing with like Quarters and Brucifix. But it was just like late game adjustments. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like when you in your bag, everybody knows it because there's this ad-lib that I love. To talk to him. Like, when did that become your signature phrase? Like, how did you know that was going to be a thing?
I don't know, man, when I first did that shit, but I just liked it, and I seen how people was talking to, like, fucking, like, they was enjoying it, so I'm like, yo, I found something. You know what I'm saying?
Jadakiss got to laugh. You got to talk to him.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully my shit be as iconic as, Kiss ad-libs and, Gucci Mane, Burr, and all that shit. Like, I'm just,
You also got the look.
Yeah. That's when niggas know I'm about to walk on water. Look, you already know, like,
So you got duck and shit.
Yeah, it's a missile coming. Yeah, when I start the verse out with look, it's a missile coming. It's a missile on the way.
Word. Nipsey used to do that a lot too. Like, look.
Yeah.
With all this stuff that you got going on though, Conway, I know the labels is knocking on your door, man. You said that you got offered a contract and you spit on it. Which label was it from?
I don't know, man.
You don't remember?
I don't know. The whole entire, music industry, wants to fuck with the drum right now, man. You feel me? We in a good space, man.
You said 30 million. Is that the magic number?
Whatever makes sense. Whatever makes sense, man.
All right.
As long as the team is situated, man.
But it's still good business with the great folks over at Empire, right?
Yeah, good business. Shit, we just dropped that thing. You know what I'm saying? And, we got side B coming. A drum work compilation coming. We got still, a lot of business done. Good business. Shout out to Empire. You know what I'm saying? Shit, shout out to Shady. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it enough. I'm thankful for that opportunity for them even taking a chance and fucking with us and giving us a shot. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shit, I have nothing bad to say. And shit, same with Griselda, with West. Ain't nobody got nothing bad to say about Conway and the officers, thankfully. You know what I mean? I try to treat everybody with fairness and treat every situation with fairness, and I always like to finish what I start.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I want the best results too. So it's like, my goal is the same as, whoever I'm doing a deal with and doing business with. So, I'm a good dude, and, I'm thankful that people see that, and regardless of what shit be looking like, on the internet and stuff, or what I might get drunk and, you know what I'm saying,
get on that live,
fuck off and get on live, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm tough to deal with sometimes, even I'm flawed.
Yeah.
Even me, you know what I mean?
You're a good dude, and you're also a good son, because, you talk about your mom a lot throughout your music. How is she doing health-wise?
She good, man. She, she had the open heart surgery and stuff, but, she patched up and, she doing good, man.
Strong lady, strong.
Running around with them grandkids, and, holding it down.
Right. And she even made an album for God Don't Make Mistakes.
Absolutely.
I think beat out like that God Don't Mistakes album, man. God Don't Make Mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
I think God.
I didn't know that. When I saw the list.
Oh boy.
That's another. We'll talk about that later. But,
thanks for coming, Conway.
It was dope having my mom on that. I wanted her on this album too.
The fee was too high?
Yeah, yesterday's price was not today's price. Well,
But she just didn't fit the sound of the album having.
nah, her health stuff. You know what I
Okay.
mean? She was dealing with that, and we just didn't really have time to. So we worked one of them. I wanted her on funny enough, the Kanye record, like just. But the other side of it, like, on God Don't Make Mistakes, it was like she was crying over my hospital bed when I got shot. Mm-hmm. This one was like, look at you now, man. God, man, thank you, man. Look at you, boy. You did it. You made it, man. Won't he do it? That was my idea for like the praise and to get the glory, because she's big on, religion and all that spirit. She's very spiritual, so. I thought that would have been a dope moment for the album, but she was dealing with the heart surgery and shit, and we couldn't get it done in enough time.
Right, and at the bottom of 2022, I know your nephew passed away. I know that was a dark time for you as well.
Yeah.
How did you pull yourself out of that rut?
Man, honestly, B-Dot, man, I'm not sure if I have. I just try not to think of it and just try to just bury myself in the work, and it's fucked up, man. I think I had it's maybe like three dudes, man, that's like was just super super close to me, and I known them for a very very long time, man, since I was I was a little teenager, son, 10, 11, 12 years old, 7th grade and shit, what I'm saying? My bro, we call him Prick. My bro Chris James, he lost his life, what I'm saying, last year during all that. Then right after that, Chef Dredd, this is one of my best friends in the world. You know what I mean? His son lost his life. That's my nephew, like, and then, another guy who's kind of like Spoons, who was very instrumental in making sure, seeing this shit through, making sure, like, man, keeping my head in the game, like, bro, nah, you need to be doing this. Fuck all this street shit and dumb shit. Rap, my man Monet, he lost his son on New Year's this year, like a drunk driver, like, was driving on the expressway down the wrong lane, wrong way, and like head on collision, and took my other nephew life. So, rest in peace, Josh. Rest in peace, Malik. Rest in peace, Prick. You know what I mean? That all this was going on while I was still dealing with all that. Then my mom having that open heart surgery.
That's a lot.
And Shay, of course.
The DJ Shay.
Rest in peace.
Even before like the Breakfast Club interview, I probably, and it's just being real moment right now. I probably said and some things and did some shit, dog, that, kind of probably rubbed West the wrong way. I shouldn't have said. So dealing with that kind of dysfunction with me and West, and then all this, and then, my mom and my mental stuff, and it was a fucked up time for me in between from king to a god, and won't he do it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I saw something Rolling Stone. It said something about you had a therapist. Did that help you?
Yeah. Showed me how to say fuck these niggas and do you and ball. Get your money, nigga.
What's that
fuck
number?
these niggas. Don't let these niggas get you off your square, man. Fuck these niggas. Get your money and ball. You look good, nigga. You feel how you look. You look good. You feel good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. That's how I take that. Right, man. Sometimes you need that push. You need that, that reassurance. Like, man, it's all right, But like I said, the most important thing is I was able to find kind of, I guess, a peace of mind and just maturing and growing as an artist, as a man, as a father, as a son, all that shit, So y'all remember the first couple of times we came and did the Rap Radar interview. Y'all know I ain't really wasn't no talker or none of that shit. I'm just, I rap and I go home. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on these press runs and doing all this stuff, and you know what I mean, and going overseas just showed me like, you know, I owe it more to my fans and I owe it more to my people that believed in me before all of this shit to really be active and, you know, put all of the stuff aside and stop overthinking things and just go crazy, man. Get in that booth, go crazy. You the illest, Con. Go dumb. And I just tell myself that in the mirror every morning. Like, you that nigga. Go eat.
And you and Wes are back in a good place.
Yeah, we always been. And that's what, you know, the great thing about Wes, and man, I love that man so much because he never really took it, you know, on some like where we, man, fuck you, bro, you violated me type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was good, you know, every little thing I still had his blessings with. We still was doing the shows, rocking stage, just hugging. Like, I love his kids. His kids love me to death. They Uncle Conway, Uncle Demond. You know, I'm Uncle Demond to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, his kids love me to death. You know, his wife, you know, my grandmother, everybody, like, you know what I mean? In the midst of our bullshit, you know, we lost, you know, Auntie Shell, granddad. And it's just like, man, what the fuck is we doing, man? Like, I'm tripping, bro. I'm a step up, and you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I'm tripping, bro. Because in reality, shit, you ain't never took nothing from me or not gave me nothing I wasn't supposed to get. Yeah, none of that. There's never no shady business, no funny style shit or no nothing. And I think that's where it kind of got confused when I was saying, because I said where I didn't read the contract, but it wasn't from a place of me just being an idiot or just like, you know, he manipulated me or nothing. Like, shit, that's my brother. I don't gotta read that shit. Shit, we good?
Right.
Yeah.
Man, we good. I say less. And, you know, I feel like I just owe it to him to, you know, speak on that now. Yeah. And because we never really had a conversation about it, man. He just took that shit like, I think he knew what it was and knew I was just acting out of my feelings and my emotions and shit. And, you know, the love never changed. And that's why it was important for me, like, to do the Brucifix video with him and the song and everything and do it on a Derringer beat and one of those crazy, like, left field kind of, what the fuck is this beat? One of those, because it reminds us of the Hall and Nash days, the Fly Guy days, the Hitler 2, Hitler 1, Hitler 3 days. You know, I wanted to give our fans that treat, like, yo, this is what we've been missing, man. I love seeing them dudes together. Conway, Westside, Derringer, because that's how we started.
That's how we gonna finish.
You know what I mean? And that's how we gonna finish, nigga. That's why we doing that Hall and Nash 2. We doing that What Was Sheen Gonna Do 2. And probably more work, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, you know, West be talking about retirement shit every year. But,
we don't believe him.
Yeah, nah, West, we ain't going. Let me out, though. Word.
Thank you,
Griselda
Conway.
forever, man.
Word.
Right, prayed out Griselda. They can't get rid of us, man. We're stuck together.
Can't stop this shit. We can only stop ourselves. That's why I had to get my shit together and, you know, honor my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Westside Gunn, Benny the Butch, man. I love y'all niggas. Derringer, I love y'all. Griselda forever. Drum work forever. BSF forever. Nigga, we built something special. B-Dot's list forever. You know what I'm saying? He's had some great lists the last 2 years since I've been on it.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not taking nothing less than top 2. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be egregious.
Egregious.
When he next time he close his locker or his door, I'm gonna be standing by that shit like Bishop on Juice by the locker looking at him. What's up? Man, you know it's love, man.
Conway.
Word, man.
Conway, baby.
Rapper Hit On
Yes,
Podcast.
Yeah.
Word. Thank y'all, man. For real.